Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Death Spot Podcast. We're here with another episode. Man, we didn't have some crazy games these last few days, so I just thought I'd come on, talk about them, give a little preview of the weekend games. But man, we got to start with that man, that bad man, KD. I don't know what happened in this last game. Bruh shot 4 for 17. He went 0 for 10 in the second half. Like, bro, that was an embarrassing game. And I know he made like 18 free throws or something, so he still ended up with like 27 points. But if you watch the game, you know that was not an impactful 27 at all. Um, they had the lead early. They was up 15, 16 points at one point, and they just couldn't close the deal. Like, at one point in the first half, they was up like 14, but I could just see the way Boston was playing and with their depth, and I could see that the Nets didn't have that, and they weren't gonna be able to keep that up. So like I tweeted, like the Celtics going to come back and win this game. Like it just, you could just see it. They're the better team. They more complete. They better coached, and I just feel like the Nets are just running in the mud. Like they don't know what they're doing. You got KD struggling. Kyrie, who, like I said on my last episode with Reg, when he's scoring, it's great. It's probably the best show in basketball. But if he's not scoring, if he's not giving you 35, 40 points, he's not that effective. And I know everybody is killing KD because KD is the best player and one of the two best players in the world with Giannis. But Kyrie had a horrible game. Kyrie had 10 points and only one assist. Now, my thing is, if you're supposed to be the point guard, even if you're not scoring, I still need some facilitation. You can't just not score, so now you don't bring no impact, and you're not a good defender. So Kyrie is almost like, we can't play you then if you're not going to score or facilitate or play defense. What are you going to do to help bring any type of impact to our team? And I don't know what it is about Kyrie Irving, but it's like he can't get no slander. I don't know if y'all really feel him because he sat out for the COVID shit. So it's like, oh, we can't talk about Kyrie, but he was horrible. And somebody tweeted like KD was getting clamped so bad they didn't even pay attention to Kyrie getting clamped. But 10 points with one assist as the point guard is unacceptable. And then KD, I mean, you had 5 assists, but it wasn't that you didn't really bring too much impact to the game. Even though Jason Tatum only had 19 points, he outplayed you. He had better clutch performance. Jaylen Brown was big. They're killing y'all right now. I don't really see where the Nets go from here. Like you have Andre Drummond, who I told y'all when they first made the trade, like he's unplayable in the playoffs. All of that 17, 15 rebound shit during the regular season, and he running up and down the court getting you 12 points. He is unplayable in the playoffs. We are in a bad spot because he can't give you no minutes. Claxton come in, he gave 23 minutes, only took one shot, had 4 points. I mean, had 3 points and 4 rebounds. Like, bro, other than Dragic, who had 18 points off the bench, they had a combined 5 points between 5 players. Claxton had 3, and Patty Mills had 5. So once again, KD playing 40-something minutes, which I asked Reg last episode, would the minutes hurt him? Because he's getting older. It's not, we act like KD not at year 15. Like he's getting up there and he has some injuries. You cannot play the last 2 months average of 40 minutes. And I really do feel like that's catching up with him. Now, I'm not here to make no excuses for him because, like I said, with Brian at year 19, it's not really up to me to judge, oh, well, he in this year. No, if you hooping, then we judging you on just how you hooping. So you got to play 40 minutes. It's like, I know it's probably tough for you, but we got to judge you on a superstar scale because you are one of the best ever. So 4 for 17 and 0 for 10 in the second half is not going to cut it for me. Losing back-to-back games, actually both games was winnable. If KD don't fall asleep on that last play where Tatum get to the hole, they win game one. If they don't just collapse and completely, I think Kyrie went 1 for 7 in the second half, so they was 1 for 17 in the second half. That's just not going to do it. And then when you look at the Celtics, I mean, they balanced. It's 19 from Tatum, 16 from Horford, 15 from Tice, 12 from Smart, and 22 from Brown. Well, Grant, 17 off the bench, perfect from the field. Pritchard gave you 10 points. It's like, bro, y'all are so bad right now that y'all can't even exploit Pritchard to get him off the court. He is a scorer that plays no defense. Steve Nash won't run one play for nobody. It's just get KD the ball, ISO. Get Kyrie the ball, ISO. And a lot of people are going to say, well, when KD was in Golden State, and they was running all them plays. He was telling them they need to go ISO, they need to go ISO. Yes, he was. But that don't mean you don't run no plays. I can't speak for KD, but I'm sure he wasn't saying let's not run nothing at all and just the whole game play like it's open gym. Because that's how the Nets play. And it's somebody that was one of the best point guards of all time, one of the best floor generals in Steve Nash. It's disappointing that he's not running any sets, he's not running any plays, any down screens, any like it's nothing that he's doing to try to get Kyrie an open shot, get KD an open shot. He's not doing any of that. But it's also tough. So can we talk about this first? Can we talk about this series might be a little closer if the Nets still had James Harden? Can we touch on that? I feel like if they had James Harden still, with the way he facilitate the ball, with the way he get people they open shots, it would have had more opportunity for Steve Nash to run plays, for KD to get open shot, for Kyrie to get open look. They're missing their main facilitator and another bucket getter. So I really do feel like, not saying that they had James Harden, they would win this series, but I do feel like with what they're struggling with right now, James Harden, what he brings to the table would have been a much better help. And I do think this series would at least be tied at 1. But I don't know if people are ready to talk about that, because I know how y'all feel about James Harden. But he would help. I really do think it's because, as we see, Kyrie Irving is not a point guard. And we look at the new age PGs like Steph, and then you look at Dame, Russ, you know what I'm saying, point guards that score. Kyrie might be the worst facilitator out of all of them. Like he doesn't bring impact to a game. Like when you look at them other players, you look at Dame, you look at Steph, the way they move players around, the way they bring gravity to themselves, they're impactful even when they're not scoring. Kyrie brought no impact to this last game because he couldn't get the ball going. He couldn't get a shot falling. I mean, he had 8 rebounds, but okay, he was tied. Oh shit, he was tied for the lead in rebounders with Bruce Bowen. That's cool, whatever. But 10 points and 1 assist is not gonna cut it, cousin. I don't know what to tell you. They have to do better. Kyrie was -9 and KD was -10. That's not gonna work. So for this next game, this is a big game because I mean I already had Boston winning the series in 6, so I'm not gonna be too crazy if they lose. But if they get swept and KD keep playing like this, like bro, that's a bad look. And we got to start to like, and I know like it's people like, oh, that's your dramatic talk, but that's the way hoops work, bro. Like you fuck up, you get passed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say he gonna still be considered the second best player in the world if they losing 4 or even losing 5 and he's playing bad throughout them series. He got to get it together. I need a huge game. Like I need 45 plus on Saturday. And it's nothing else. Like he need to go straight crazy. I need it. He needed. His team needed bad. And even they talking about bringing Ben Simmons back from Game 4. I mean, if they win Game 3 and it's a must-win Game 4 to tie it up and not go down 3-1, I just don't know if I would bring somebody in that the last time we seen him was getting his confidence took by the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how that really work out for him. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the best case because his confidence is what's shooking. So it's like, what if they come out there? Like people have been saying, they should go to the Hacker Bend. What if they do go to the Hacker Bend? What do he do from there? What's the next thing? Like, can he shoot the free throws there? Can he, what he got going? You know what I mean? So I don't know. But no matter if it's Ben or no Ben, KD, Kyrie, the spotlight is on. It's time to see what y'all got because it's now or never. Now down 2-0. Moving along, we got the Bulls came and beat the Bucks. DeMar went crazy. I owe DeMar an apology. I said they was getting swept. I felt that was a series I felt best about because I just thought the Bulls was phony. But DeMar came into this shit. Giannis, man, you on watch. You know what I'm saying? I know you putting up good numbers, but you got to be more impactful in these games against a team like this. You cannot let somebody go 8 for 9 on you and just be busting your ass. DeMar DeRozan was 8 for 9 on Giannis and was giving him buckets. You are a former defensive player of the year. You're a 2-time MVP. It's supposed to be levels to this shit, man. You got to find a way to get this done. And even without Middleton, like I know that's a big hit, but against a team like this in the first round, I don't think it should be that big of a hit. I think they should still be able to get them out of there. I'm expecting them to blow them out this next game. I really, truly am. I don't really see. I know they play probably in about 2 hours or so. I'm gonna be tuned in. I need Giannis to go off tonight. I need 35, 15, and 6. Like, I need the complete package. I need him to go off and show why he's the best player in the world. Especially now why KD's struggling. This is your perfect time to kind of widen your margin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I need him to turn it up. That's much all I got to say about them. I'm not really that worried about the Bucks. Hopefully Middleton ain't out too long. If he's not, then they still rocking. They still rolling. Let's talk about somebody else got hurt. D Book. Oh my God, my boy D Book got hurt, man. And listen, I know everybody like, oh well, Bron got hurt or AD got hurt last year, and Jamal Murray got hurt, and this player was hurt, and all right, bro. That don't mean that niggas can't be sad that D Book got hurt. That's all I'm saying. So it's like they had a shot to go win it. If D Book don't come back, I don't think they can win it all no more, obviously. But he should be back in a few weeks. Should they be able to beat the Pelicans and then beat Denver? Beat the Mavericks without him? I think so. I feel like this is the biggest. Like I feel like this is a big statement for Chris Paul. Everybody been telling me all year, oh, the Suns is good without D Book. If they didn't have D Book, they would still be good. Oh, Chris Paul, the best player on the team. Oh, this is his team. Okay, well, show me something. I need them to get the Pels out of here, and they should be able to beat Dallas. Not saying Dallas ain't a good team because you know they got my boy Luka on there. Y'all know how I rock with Luka, but that Luka team shouldn't be able to beat this complete Suns team even without Devin Booker. So Chris Paul, the pressure is on. I'm looking for it. You know what I'm saying? And I got Chris Paul outside my top five barely. He number 6 slightly. This is a big momentum swing. Like this could be something that can help you get over top. You win a playoff series without your best player, or is you finna fold? I'm ready to see it. I hope he do a shit though. I hope they do get the ring this year. I hope I could rightfully in my head move him up to the top 5 with the way I judge things. I think he need to get over that hump for him to enter that. So hopefully he end up getting it done. But it's pressure, and I ain't gonna lie. I know Harden under a lot of pressure in this playoffs because all he done been through. But I do feel like Chris Paul is under the most pressure in the offs out of any player in the league due to the simple fact you on the best team in the league. Y'all had the best record. Y'all been balling all year. Y'all got everything you need as a 2022 basketball team. You got a big man. You got 3-and-D guard, 3-and-D wings. You got a 2 guard that could get you 30. You are the point guard, and you have a backup point guard, a backup center, shooters off the bench, shooters in the starting lineup. Like you literally have, if you were building out a team for 2022, it would be the Phoenix Suns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all have everything y'all need still. I need y'all to get it done. I need Chris Paul to get the Pelicans out of here. Like, really, it would be ideal if the Pelicans didn't win one more game. I could see Devin Booker getting hurt and just the shock of losing your best player within the flow of a game, not winning that particular game. So I'm not holding that against them, even though Chris Paul had a bad shooting day. Y'all need to regroup and go get these wins. Like, I'm expecting a blowout tonight. Like, 20, 25 plus tonight for sure is what I'm expecting. So I hope they get it done because if they who I think they is, and I've been riding with the Suns all year. I ain't switched up. My preseason pick was the Suns. My midseason pick was the Suns. My 3-quarter mark pick was the Suns. My end of the season pick was the Suns. So hopefully now that we're in the playoffs, I'm still rocking. You know what I'm saying? I do feel though, if D Book don't come back, Luka got action. I do feel like Luka could possibly get them out of there in the second round. He shouldn't be able to, but I do think he's bad enough to get that done. We just gotta wait and see. Chris Paul, my eyes is on you. I feel like it's Chris Paul 1, James Harden 2, and then KD would be 3 as far as most pressure under him. Just based on the simple fact, KD, you wouldn't have been on this list. But what the fuck, bro? You just started bullshitting for no reason. Like, so you on the list. Them the 3. Chris Paul, James Harden, Durant. Yes, sir. Let's see what else we got. The Warriors, man, the Warriors looking good. They still got Curry coming off the bench. I still feel like we got to figure out what their lineup going to be once he come in. If he's ready to go 30 minutes, though, I would start him now because once you start playing Memphis and if the Suns get back healthy and if you get to the finals against the Bucks or the Heat or the Celtics or whatever, you're going to need to know who your lineup is and what your rotations is. So why not let Steph in a series where you up 3-0, where it's probably going to be over, let him get in the lineup and let y'all figure out what the rotation going to be because y'all going to need your rotation set against them other teams. But I mean, obviously it's rolling right now. Jokic, I kind of feel bad for Joke, man. He been hooping. He had a great game yesterday. Great game. He did almost everything he could as far as scoring, as rebounding. Like, let me see, his stat line last night was 37, 18, and 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great game. On over 50% shooting, like over 60% shooting, my bad. Over 60% shooting. He was a +3, even though they lost. Like, he did everything he could, bro. But when you got players like Will Barton, like, bro, what the fuck was Will Barton doing? Why did he shoot a 25-foot three with 1 minute left in the game, down three with 9 seconds on the shot clock? That's not what you do. Aaron Gordon ended up with some decent numbers, but he was catting off throughout the game. Like, he just at points forgot how to hoop. Monte Morris, you talking about, oh, we gonna see what type of heart we got. Oh, we gonna see. Nigga, you came out and had 10 points. So where your heart at? You ain't really show too much heart, cousin. You was up there talking all that shit and came out here and ain't did nothing. So 10-6, I don't know what to tell you, boss. And you played how many minutes? 34 minutes. I mean, Jokic, like I said, he the MVP. So it would have been ideal if he didn't get swept. It really would have been ideal if he didn't get swept. But he probably getting swept now because his teammates is a bunch of idiots. It's not nothing too much. And the Warriors are a really good team. Draymond is generational with his defense shit. Like, what he able to do on the defense and in key moments in the clutch is special. It's top. Is one of the top clutch defenders all time. I wouldn't say the best all time, but he's one of the best all time. And specifically when it comes to clutch basketball plays, it ain't too many like him. Then when you look at what Steph is doing, what Clay able to do, like what Steph able to do and just could come in the game. I think the first shot he came off a little off the dribble to the left, bop, three. He come in and it's just like he high from the minute he get in the court, get in the game. Jordan Poole, I think that this is all just great for him because he's getting to learn on the fly. Like he playing so well, they can't take him off the court. And he's learning. He's still learning from Steph. He's still learning from Clay. He's still getting like he's literally doing Steph moves in the game. Like you could tell he be watching everything Steph do. This is so imperative for his growth. And I think this is what a lot of young players don't get. A lot of young players don't get to see true professionals, true vets, true all timers. Like he getting to watch one of the best trios of all time and Dre, Clay, and Steph, how they operate, how they play together, how if Clay got it going, Steph take a step back. If Steph got it going, don't nobody even like they don't even it don't matter. So like all of this is him getting a master class on what it is to be in the NBA, but not only what it is to be in the NBA, but what it is to mean to be special in the NBA, what it mean to be at the top level. Because these guys been on the top level for 4 or 5 years. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, in the draft too, like, you know what I'm saying? People say, oh, this person was top this person was top 3, 5 pick. Shit, them late 20, if you put that grind in, you get to go to a good situation. You know what I'm saying? You get to be around a winning culture and you get to learn young. Jordan Poole, 22 years old, getting a master class from all-time greats. It gets no better than that. I just they in a good spot. I do think they get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm not sure how the Western Conference Finals shake out yet. I had the Suns, but I got to see if D Book come back. If D Book don't come back, Suns can't beat the Warriors without D Book. They can beat Luka. They can beat the Pels. They can't beat the Suns without D Book. They need all hands on deck. They need to go at it head to head with everybody fully loaded for sure. For sure. My Heat. I'm first of all, I gotta say sorry to my Heat for the whole season. Like, it was so hard for me to believe in what we had going. And I know I got this. I don't really fool with Kyle Lowry, but what he done for us. I told y'all beginning of the season, PJ Tucker was our biggest pickup. Jimmy now playing. Like, I really truly feel we could get to the finals. This is the first time in a while where I was like, okay, yeah, we could get to the final. We gonna get Atlanta out of there. They finna lose tonight, and they on their way to get swept on Sunday. Philly, I do worry about Embiid because even Bam being as good as he is, nobody in the league can guard Embiid. So we just got to play good on Harden, lock in on Tobias, make sure they don't really do that well. We should be able to get them out of there. And then as far as the Bucks and the Celtics. I'm not really sure who I'll take in that series yet, so I can't really give you an answer on that. But I do feel good about playing either one of them. I feel better about playing. I think we match up pretty good with Boston. I do think we match up good, obviously because they just don't have a Giannis. We just can't guard Giannis. We can't guard him beat. I mean, we really can't probably guard Tatum too well, but we got some wings that could get with him. So I do think Boston is our best bet. Everybody acting like Boston is unbeatable. Everybody acting like, oh, Boston, they for sure. Yeah, okay. We just remember all of this shit run through South Beach. We the one seed. We the ones with the top pick. Game 1 and game 2 of every series come through us. So we not worried about none of that shit. We not worried about Giannis. We not worried about Boston. We not worried about Philly. We just ready to go hoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ready to come out, do our shit. We got, oh man, I don't know if I want to talk about this. Memphis and Wolves. So look, Memphis, I picked them to win the series. I did in 6. And I was feeling, but the way the Wolves was playing and they won game 1, they won the play-in. Like, and I know a lot of people wasn't feeling it. Like, all the ESPN wasn't feeling how they acted after they won. I was feeling that shit only for the simple fact of, like, the raw, you could see that it was real, pure, raw emotion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was really excited to be a part of something like that. You only been to the playoffs once in the last 18 years. Like, when you get known as a team that just never gonna be good, never gonna do nothing with themselves, and now it's like, okay, we made it to the playoff. That's the first step. You got to make it to the playoff before you could become a contender one day. So, like, I get it. Like, I get the pure emotion, and that type of stuff is what make the playing fun, because it is kind of like it is a bigger game than just what they make it out to be, because it's like either it's win and get in. So it's like, this is important. So it's like, they would have lost that game. Okay, now they had the chance of not making the playoffs altogether. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like that. I don't like the way they've been treated. So, like, with that and all of the mocking, and I like Anthony Edwards. I know Cat just had a horrible game. His game was well, he had a worse game than Kyrie and KD, but I don't think his expectations as high, so people are not gonna get on him as much. But I was just feeling them. So, like, even though I picked Memphis, I was really hoping the Wolves took this series. So to be up 26 points and just let them go on what they go on 21-0 run, 23-3 run or 2 run or something, like, that type of shit is the type of shit that you might not win another game. Like, Memphis might win these next 2 and get these niggas out of there in 5, because when you lose that type of momentum, and it's like, and you was up and you was talking shit and you was at home, Minnesota to be at home, that's a very bad loss to a team like Memphis that don't have no vets. Like, they all young niggas, they all talking their shit, and they was able to stay together. And Ja didn't even have a good game. I think Ja had 16, 10 and 10 or 19, 10 and 10, one of them two. He had a team triple double for sure. So it's like, he didn't even play that great, and they still was able to come back. And not only did they come back from down 26, they came back and won by almost double digits. So I don't really see how Minnesota get another game in the series. I feel like that was a crusher today to who they was, to who they are. I don't feel good about that at all. So I do think Memphis is going to get him out of here. So if I had to regroup my picks, if I had to because I came up with my projections, but I don't think they're going to go that way. I will still say I'm going to give KD a little bit of, just because he KD, I'm gonna say that still goes 6. I still feel like the Nets could get 2 of these next 4. The Raptors getting swept. The Mavs, Luka coming back. I had Mavs in 7 because I didn't know when Luka was coming back, and I definitely didn't know they would be up 2-0 without Luka. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about how Donovan Mitchell finna be a Miami Heat. Yes, sir. Child hero, Duncan Robinson. First round pick, and then Vincent or somebody. No, we might want to keep Vincent. We give y'all somebody else. Send it. Utah, it's time to blow that shit up. Shout out D Wade. Shout out my guy, my favorite player, part owner of the team. Bad team to pick, my guy. Because Gobert, gone. Donovan Mitchell, gone. The shit is over with. And the thing about Rudy Gobert is it's gonna be hard to get his contract off making 40-something million a year. So it's not even like y'all gonna get a whole lot. I don't think they're getting a whole lot for him. Y'all could get, like I said, Hero and Duncan them good package. They gotta blow that shit up. When we get Donovan Mitchell next year, we up. And everybody like, oh, Donovan Mitchell don't play defense. Donovan Mitchell don't. He don't play no defense. But on a team like us, where we got Jimmy Butler to defend, Bam, Lowry, we got defenders. We got enough pieces. Damn it, when we got enough pieces where it's like, okay, we can fit him in. Tyler Hero don't play a bunch of defense. Duncan don't play no defense, and we find them minutes. So a 25 a night score, we need it because the simple fact, Jimmy Butler, even though the last few games he's been going crazy, he's not a consistent 20-something point a game scorer. No, because that's not what we always ask him to do. He's a one of him and Bam are players where it's like you got to watch the whole game to fully understand their impact. But lately he's been scoring. But if Donovan Mitchell come, Jimmy Butler don't even have to worry about scoring all the time because he got the young buck who finna go get a bucket whenever he wanted. He finna go get one. So I would love to have Donovan Mitchell. I don't know what they're talking about. If we could get Bradley Beal for that package, I might take Bradley Beal over Donovan Mitchell. I gotta look at the ages and shit, like how far or how much older Bradley Beal is. But if he's not too much older, I would probably go for Bradley Beal because he do play some defense as opposed to Donovan Mitchell, who don't play none. But if it comes down to it, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell for sure. But I got Mavs in 6. I give Utah one more game, and then they out of there. I said Celtics in 6, Mavs in 6, Raptors getting swept. Like I said, I don't see Minnesota winning another game after that one. So Memphis in 5, Heat sweep. Bucks, I say 6 now. And then Suns, I say hopefully 5, bro. Hopefully they get them out of there. And that's what it is. But hey, just wanted to come on here real quick and give y'all a little breakdown of what I've been seeing, what's been going on. But hey, be back next week, early in the week sometime. Hope y'all enjoyed these playoff games this weekend. Hope y'all tune in to my pods. If you missed some of my old ones, they all up there. Go tune in. Check out my talk with the guys. Check out me and Red. Check out me, Red and Bear. Come on, I got Quan, Juan, Kev, Millie, and them. We got a bunch of good episodes out. So tune in, lock in with me on YouTube and Spotify. Appreciate y'all. Much love.